Hey everyone, welcome back to the archives. I'm your host, the Gamer Knight, and we're here again with another playthrough of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Without further ado, let us proceed. First off, I want to tell you guys I've been exploring around Zepho a lot. I have been finding a few upgrades, facing pretty much all the stormtroopers, purge troopers, and local wildlife I find along the way. And I did find a new upgrade for BD1. Now I can hack probe droids whenever I like, which is actually pretty fun. Now let's see if we can make our way back to that. Well, we're gonna have to actually make our way back to the Mantis right now, because as far as I can tell, the team might be in trouble. According to Trilla, the second sister, who, luckily I don't have to hear her monologue again and again. BD1 was able to take care of that. Now I gotta find my way back to the Mantis, and hopefully the team is alright. Let's see. Which way does this go? Okay, gonna have to cut through the mines in order to get back to the ship. Ah. Forgot to call up the elevator. Gonna have to go the expressway. Also, I do want to discuss... Whoa. Who's that? Who are you supposed to be?
I'll catch you.
Hey.
Hiding back there?
Who says I'm hiding? Whoa. Ah, crap. Woo.
This doesn't hurt. That all you got?
Let's see. Whoa. Oh. Oh, that's not fair. Whee. Well, that's pretty much derivative. But I do want to make a special note before I reawaken that GTA 6 had, yes, made its debut and trying to see if we can get pre-orders next week from insider sources from Best Buy, but for my personal opinion, I'm going to be pre-ordering from GameStop because I am a pro member, I get monthly coupons, and so on and so forth. Now, let's reawaken.
Hello, buddy. Where are you?
Oh, great. BD1's gone, and I have no lightsaber.
BD?
Well, that's not good.
Gotta find a way out of here. Wherever here is. Something
Yeah.
back there. Is that a power cable?
Huh. Sweet.
That did it.
Alright.
Here's cold. Stale. Might be deep underground.
Possibly. Ugh. Now, while we solve this puzzle, I want to discuss what else has actually transpired this week. If you guys have, well, other than the GTA 6 pre-orders that might be going live next week, along with that, we might be getting a third trailer for GTA 6, seeing its possible gameplay, maybe some
Door opened up.
maybe some intros and cutscenes to the game itself. And already the internet is just blowing up about it. Even the news has actually been talking about it. All we know is that officially it's going to be dropping.
Let's see if I can find a way out of here.
Dropping this year, and hopefully already the rumors suggested that marketing will begin. Well, officially from Strauss Zelnick, he did say that marketing
Looks like
will
I'm being
begin
watched.
for GTA 6, and whoa, that is ugly. Now, point is being that GTA 6 will be making its official marketing appointments, well, marketing strategy this month, and it's supposedly happening next week. When that happens, boy, the internet's going to be blowing up like a Christmas tree. Because everyone is already hyped around GTA 6. Not only that, we found BD1.
BD? BD1! Is that you? I found you. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get you out of there.
Alright. Let's see where this goes. Now, aside from that, other than the whole... Oh crap. Oh, that was close. Whew. Now, other than the whole GTA 6 marketing strategy beginning next week, we also have mainly rumors suggesting that from Ink TV, which is a guy I definitely recommend if you guys want to follow in terms of like if you want to watch like anything gamer related, and of course anything in regards to Call of Duty, more previous gen Call of Duty. He's backed away from the original from like
I'm happy to see you too.
Call of Duty in general, and just focus on replaying older titles.
Jerks. Poor droids. Let's get out of here before the same happens to us.
I second that motion. Now let's find a way out of here. Oh. Now. I want to just definitely state for a point. Ink TV has pretty much suggested that we might be getting a possible, like, release window for... Well, not release window, but, like, maybe an announcement from Sony to give us a state of play for this month. Because after the tremendous success of the February state of play, we have yet to get any official announcement from Sony as of yet for, like, you know, getting another state of play that's either dedicated toward all the other titles that are going to be dropping for the rest of this year, or anything in regards to Wolverine.
Gotta get through this way.
Or even or maybe the Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet, which for those who have actually seen the Game Awards a few years back, the next game from Naughty Dog is a sci-fi title called Intergalactic Heretic Prophet. But aside from that, one of the actresses from Mortal Kombat is actually the main protagonist in the game, alongside an amazing cast of several members, which I'm trying to remember. Who's the guy who? Oh yeah, the actor who played as Stuber. He's actually in the Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet. And
Hear that?
oh,
Sounds like someone
I know
is
this
home after
band.
all.
Love this song.
Hey, I recognize this band.
Same here. It's called The Who. Now let's just save here real quick. Now, have an extra skill point. Might as well use it. Now, let's go with... Let's see what this does. Okay, I'll take that. Now, I do want to discuss, yes, Ahsoka Season 2 has been delayed to early 2027. To some, they say it's bad. Others, they say it's good. Honestly, in my opinion, whoa. Well, we'll get to that as soon as we deal with whoever that is.
Finally, he arrives! We had action on how long it would take me to get here.
And who are you?
Who am I? I'm Sork Tormo, baby. I'm the
Tormo?
boss of this operation. You have greasy forearms to thank for bringing us together.
I will. As soon as we get out of here.
Yeah.
We have a special challenger for you tonight. an enforcer from a bygone era.
Enforcer? Bygone? Really?
Let's see what he's got. Oh, somebody get baby his toy.
Show?
Alright,
I'll give you a show.
alright. Let's do it. Oh. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Right back at you. Who else? Woo. New skill gets hang. New skills get very handy.
You should come down and face me yourself.
Yeah,
I'm too busy counting my credit.
lazy bum. Alright.
And more.
Whoa.
Get him some real action. Even I saw that coming.
You sure about that?
Now that's what I call a fight. Let's level this.
Ah.
Hit him with something
Little-
really nasty. Uglier than me eating on Yalbeck Prime.
Yalbeck Prime. That was actually mentioned in the Star Wars TV series The Bad Batch.
It's fine. I got him.
Oh. Whoa.
Bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Couldn't say it better myself.
Yet to come. I believe you know our next challenge. The Haxian Brood is coming for you.
The Haxian Brood. Ah. Let's finish off where we started, shall we?
Just like the Clone Wars. So nimble.
Is that the best you can do?
Can't get away from this. Come back from this. Don't cross the road. Hiding back there?
Hide against what?
Kill this kid for me.
Sortomo isn't happy.
I hear you, BD. Let me see.
Ah, perfect.
It's a match.
Folks, it's been a pleasure.
There's no escape. I'll teach you a technicality of my attitude.
I'll be waiting for you, Sortomo. With bald-headed Slimo. Now, I'll be straightforward. That guy is just all blab, blab, blab.
Hey, Grease. You're famous down there.
Yeah, they're an ugly group, huh? They smell like used droid oil. At least they're okay.
Yeah, a complication we could have avoided. Luckily, we found him.
We have another complication. The Empire knows about the holocron.
That's not good. The entire mission is now at risk.
And I had a nice chat with the second sister, Trilla.
What did she tell you?
She told me you betrayed her to the Empire. Is it true?
She'll say anything to jeopardize this mission.
Is it true?
She was my apprentice. Before the Purge.
You should have told me.
You
We're getting an encrypted message.
betrayed
from
your
Kashyyyk.
own Padawan? Why?
Mari,
Cal, we found Tarful, and he is willing to meet you. That's not all. The Empire overran our position at the refinery. Saw retreated off-world.
What?
Some of us have joined the Wookiee fighters in the forests. Be careful.
You too.
Later.
Later. We have our lead.
Okay, this is fine.
We have our
Everything's
lead,
gonna be fine.
and we have our heading. To Kashyyyk.
Hey, kid. Hey, wake up. Can we talk?
What?
Can we talk? I don't know what's going on between you and her. I mean, I figure it's some kind of Jedi thing, but I don't think this is the right time for
It's
it.
not any of your business.
I think it's my business. And we're all in this together, aren't we? Hey, Cal. I made a mistake. And I almost got you killed. I'm sorry. I mean, we all make mistakes, right? Well, maybe not you. Hey, why don't you cut her some slack? I'm not saying do it for me, but you two are the best thing that ever happened in my life. Before you came along, all I cared about was a tight hand on a stiff heater. That's a game term.
I know what it is.
Cal, life's not a game.
That's true. It's sad but
Before
true.
you two, all I cared about was myself. Easy money. Now it's different.
Now, we're off to Kashyyyk, and I do want to discuss more about the whole
to go?
Ahsoka Season 2 delay to 2027. Officially, Dave Filoni has confirmed that the live-action Star Wars series Ahsoka Tano has
But
been
my
delayed
meditation
to
helps me
early
focus out mental
2027
distraction.
in Q1.
I don't know. It's not a
2027.
normal sound.
So
a
it's
man
around the
makes.
range between
Sounded like it
January
came from
all the way
inside,
up
too.
to April.
Like the stowaway?
So I
They'd have to
can
be pretty
definitely.
small.
I'm
This ship
I'm
isn't that
actually well, yeah. I'm a bit
Maybe.
sad, yeah, that we're not getting it this year, but I can see why. It's in its final editing stages, and according
And they
to
definitely don't eat.
recent sources and rumors and leaks, suggests that we're going to be seeing some large-scale battles, alongside with heavy visual effects on events that would transpire to shape the galaxy to link up to the sequel trilogy, which is still retconned. But I'm just gonna watch all the way up to like episode 7 and 8. But I definitely know, since Grand Admiral Thrawn has returned from Meridia in his exile, he is now prepared to unify the Imperial Remnant to take on the New Republic. So, I'm so excited to see how the show will actually turn out to be, and how, well, there's already confirmed facts that we're going to be seeing more and more prequel characters returning back in live-action form. I'm talking about Hayden Christensen returning back as Anakin Skywalker, Ewan McGregor as, of course, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, but sadly, we do not have an official Season 2 update for the Kenobi series. It's sad, but true. But
It's good to see you're
if
safe.
we do get an
Sorry I
update,
couldn't be
it's
here
possible
sooner,
that they
but I
can
haven't given up on
intertwine
Kashyyyk.
Obi-Wan and
dangerous
Mace
here.
Windu's
Saul's
return.
already gone. The
Because
casualties are just
obviously,
too
with the
high.
theories that involve with,
If you leave,
well,
the Wookiees lose support.
Not all.
well,
Mari is
Mace
staying
Windu's
behind
death,
with choices
officially,
and Tulfu.
from a
Some
few
of our
theorists,
troops went
they
with
say
them.
his body was
And
never
you?
found, neither
My
was his
child
hilt,
already
so
lost one
this will
parent.
be
I
like
can't
the
stay.
biggest event
But
possible.
myself and the
Maybe
others will
Mace
find a
Windu
new
can
way to
return
serve the
back
cause.
and
Appreciate
face off
you.
against Darth Vader in his most darkest form yet, because we've already seen
Mari said you
in
were
the Kenobi
overrun.
series, Season
I didn't
1,
realize it would be
that
this
Darth
bad.
Vader has actually
always this
became
bad
more
with the
ruthless
Empire.
as
But
he
there's still a chance
as
for
he
your
was wearing
quest.
that suit, and he has gotten dark. Like, he
I'll
has
find a way to
actually
help you.
killed
You've done more
a
than your share.
farmer's
Thank you, Cal.
son. He pretty much just force pushed him all the way up to the wall and snapped his neck. And they can expand with Hayden Christensen to play more into more Star Wars projects, which officially Jeremy Slater, who had actually worked on Mortal Kombat 2, has actually been asked by Lucasfilm to focus on a new project, on a new Star Wars project. So
Abandoned patrol station.
that'll be
This is a
interesting.
dangerous area, BD.
I definitely want to see how the show how this new project pans out, but of course, I'm right now conducting the rest of my binge. I am right now almost. Right now I'm on season 5 of the Clone Wars. Going to be moving on to season 6 pretty soon. And once I'm done with that, then I am of course going to be taking a little short break to listen to a audiobook from Star Wars audio comics that focuses around Darth Maul and his his escape from prison on Stygian Prime, which after the events in season 5, Darth Maul's brother Savage Opress had died at the hands of Darth Sidious, and both Darth Maul and Sidious went into an epic dual-wield battle, with Darth Maul, of course, holding his original lightsaber alongside the darksaber that he won in combat against Pre Vizsla in season 5. Ultimately,
Hey, I saw I got him. He's more ruthless than I realized.
ultimately, from season 5, Darth Maul was defeated. Darth Sidious ended up using Force Lightning on him after saying there is no mercy and that he had other uses for him. He wasn't going to kill him. So he decided to spare his life, throw him in jail, only to drag out a much bigger prize. Which I'm referring to, of course. Oh, that was weird. I don't know why that happened. Sometimes these games do have, well, a few bugs here and there. Now, what I mean by that is because if you guys wondered why I started ahead in advance, why I didn't get the security probe, I didn't show you guys the clip where you get the security probe update, is because, well, I've been having some technical difficulties. Like with many games, they still have many difficulties in terms of audio quality, visual effects, and latency issues, which I've been having that for quite some time, for the past few days, and it's been nauseating. So that's why I've been having issues. But luckily, I was able to get that rectified, and now I get to play mainly for the cinematography and to just relive the experience of how it was when I played it. And I like to make a special note that if you guys had, of course, if you noticed on the news, not only Star Wars is getting some updates, but also a lot of films have been getting some updates in terms of, well, if you guys had watched recently, Tolkien has been expanding on multiple projects that he's now expanding on in terms of Lord of the Rings. He's right now in the talks with licensing management for trying to see if he can build more projects around the Lord of the Rings. But he's obviously gonna adapt it to his own image and not totally follow the books, because, you know, for a surprising fact, he actually hated bringing in the army of the dead in Return of the King. But he wanted to do it just for the diehard fans, which, as commended. Also, if you guys, of course, seen Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, when you see the 500 or maybe 600, actually no, it was like less than 200 elves from Lothlorien and Rivendell heading to Helm's Deep to aid King Theoden and Aragorn in their time, in the time of the, of course, Uruk-hai invasion. That was actually more bounty hunters. Whoa!
After him! Don't cross the brood.
Whoa! Already did. Took a couple of pot shots again. Anyone else? Whoa!
Here comes a grenade!
Oh crap!
Jedi.
Okay, now I'm pissed off. Well, take your best shot. I'm right here.
You'll have to try harder.
Ah. So uncivilized. If you wanted to kill me, do it like a man. Just do it the old-fashioned way. I would have even taken off my lightsaber and just used the Force. But obviously, that notion would have been, like, you know, unavailable on here. I mean, well, use the Force, yeah, but use hand-to-hand combat? Sadly, no. That's not available to me. Although Mace Windu is a master in hand-to-hand combat. If you guys remembered from the Jendi Tartakovsky spin-off of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, we see that Mace Windu is an exceptional fighter. Yet, we've seen him firsthand how he's able to take down thousands of super battle droids with just not only the Force, but also hand-to-hand combat.
Mariana give you our rendezvous coordinates?
She did. I'm on my way.
Good.
And
Just reaching them now.
it was
so
pretty
we can't
crazy.
stay long.
Even without a
The Empire's
lightsaber, a
looking for
Jedi,
us.
I'll be
even
there as
without a
soon as I
lightsaber, a
can.
Jedi is more powerful
Wookiee
than
slave
you can
call.
possibly imagine. Now, I know I'm getting closer and closer to the release window of the Mandalorian Grogu movie, and yes, reviews are actually coming in, and fans are divided on the movie itself. Which honestly, people have their opinions. I'm still gonna watch it regardless, and as I said, I'm a diehard Star Wars fan, and I find myself just loving the total experience. And it's been so long since there has been a Star Wars movie that came out, and I wanted to actually see it for myself. And we're already getting confirmed reports that yes, we're gonna be seeing Jabba the Hutt's son. We also have one of the most deadliest bounty hunters to arrive in the show. I mean, well, the movie. And it's none other than Embo. Yes, one of Dave Filoni's most closest designed bounty hunters that he designed himself and created. And also, even though, yes, I do want to see how this will tie into the much bigger battles that are going to be transpiring in a galaxy far, far away. Like, will there be some indicators that would lead up to Ahsoka Season 2? Because I already know that once Ahsoka Season 2 drops, it's going to be very big. Very momentous. Every detail will be exposed in terms of what... Oh... In terms of, like, what will we expect? Large scale space battles.
Get close, BD. Those things look fast.
As I was saying, yeah. Large scale space battles. Heavy flashbacks focusing around Anakin, Ahsoka, and Ewan McGregor with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Even the possibility of bringing in Padme Amidala. Even we're getting more characters from the Clone Wars series to come back. Which I do hope we do get to see Captain Rex return in live action form. Okay, I thought I was able to actually climb and grab that ledge, but sadly I was wrong. I give it up. Moving on. Whoa. Whoa, that thing's fast. Oh, that thing's fast. Come on. Okay. Ugh.
What'd you find?
Well, that was easy.
Nice job.
Alright. Move it on. Now, aside from that, I just want to discuss more about the whole Peter Jackson licensing talks, trying to see if he can make more adaptations. So we might be seeing more book adaptations like the Cimmerians, technically it's Similarians. I've been reading it for quite some time. It's a good read. It focuses around like hundreds and hundreds of years before the events of Lord of the Rings, even The Hobbit, and I am more intrigued as I read along, and I'm thinking we might be seeing like a different adaptation of the Fall of Numenor or the Fall of Gondolin, the kingdom of the High Elves of the First Age. But we already know that, speaking of Lord of the Rings, I do want to discuss about the whole Lord of the Rings TV show. We already have our official release date for Season 3. It's slated for November 11th of 2026, which, I'm going to say it, Season 2, I watched it already, and I enjoyed it. Whoa. Here we go. I ain't no coward.
That's an ally. All allied units down.
You're out.
I think I'm done.
You are done. Now, as I was saying, with the whole Lord of the Rings Season 3 update officially, well, it's going to be taking place several years after the events of... Oh, crap. Yep, as I was saying. Set several years after the events of Season 2. After Season 2, after the Siege of Eregion. Well, the fall of Eregion, and of course, Sauron gaining forth an army of orcs at his own command. He prepares to, of course, in the several years that have taken place, the elves are waging war against Sauron, and what's the last thing? Oh yeah. Oh,
Traitor.
I'm the traitor. You are. I ain't no traitor. Now, after the several years that has taken place in Lord of the Rings Season 2, Rings of Power, the elves have begun to wage war against Sauron and Mordor, and he prepares his most dangerous move yet. He already has 9 rings made for men. So this is already going to be leading up to the rise of the Nazgûl, the nine great kings of men, who will receive the rings on behalf of Sauron, the great deceiver. And he will then begin his conjuring to create the Master Ring, the one ring to rule them all. Which I'm definitely suggesting that based off those reports and leaks alone, it's already hinting out to the possibility of yes, it is true. We're going to be seeing the end, like the series finale pretty soon, so
Mari,
either that or we're going to be seeing like what will lead up to
managed to take one out of
the
the
final events. Maybe we'll see like
No.
maybe
Not
we'll
anymore.
see
We can talk about it
how
when you get here.
this version of the Lord of the Rings will follow. Like in terms of like how this adaptation follows compared to the movies. Whoa. What the hell? Who packs rocket launchers? You freaking kidding me? 3? One thing at a time, please. Whoa. That is one big slug.
Find something?
That is ugly.
Nice
Now,
job.
I do want to discuss another mention in regards to Peter Jackson, other than him making talks with getting more licensing agreements for more Lord of the Rings projects, but... Oh! Aw, you dirty bug. Come on. Give me a best shot.
I
Now.
hear you, BD. Let me...
Wow, a Wookiee home. Now, back to what I was saying. Lord of the Rings is not the only thing Peter Jackson is working on. And no, it's not the King Kong... Not another King Kong spinoff. Although the video game version of the Peter Jackson's movie was actually more enjoyable than the movie itself. Well, because, well, one, video game adaptations were very rare at the time. And we already had, and of course, back then, licensing agreements for movies and video games were just all over the place. Like, way before the Lego movies were involved. I mean, they did ones with Van Helsing with PlayStation 2, they did ones with Shrek, Chicken Little, I think that was also... Oh, yep, and Toy Story. And now we gotta find Mari, who is with Choysic and Tarful. Also, I'd like to make a special note that while we do some exploring, that back to the whole Peter Jackson thing, he's officially in the works with Steven Spielberg to resurrect an old movie that has not graced our screens in a very long time. I'm talking about The Adventures of Tintin. For those who remember the animated adaptation by Paramount,
Yes. Let's take a look.
it's been confirmed that I'll say it. When I was watching that movie, the animation was just so ahead of its time. Like I would have actually watched it 100 times over because its animation really just stepped out of the boundaries in those days. Those are the glory days before CGI these days were definitely been overused. Like, overuse of it has been unsettling. But, oh no. I hope that it definitely lives up to the hype, and see it return back to the old days where we had the experience of actually going to the theaters for an anime movie like this.
We're almost to the Shadowlands.
Ah. The partisans begin their retreat. After the Empire decided to take over thanks to Trilla, of course. One's down. Another one out. Also, I like to make I learned that there was an official update that the new Zelda movie that's coming out in 2027 has got its official release date from May 7th to April 30th.
What is that?
Whoa! What is that thing? And what is that? Get back, you evil spawns of... Whoa.
This whole forest is alive.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Come to Kashyyyk, see the tropical paradise, the peace and quiet. And also, let me list you the ways you're gonna die. Rain, heat, bacteria, mosquitoes.
Let's go, BD.
And what about malaria? Well, what counts as malaria for a
Hope these don't freak Grease out.
for a plant that has fauna that is, of course, very possibly poisonous? And we haven't even started of the things that just want to eat you alive. But ugh, get back, you plant. Aye. Okay. I hate these things. Aye. Whew. What is that?
Something about this place. It's sacred to them.
It's sacred to the Wookiees? How is the Shadowlands sacred? It's called the Shadowlands for a reason. Get back, you evil plants. I don't want to be your food. Whoa! I refuse to be eaten. It is super derivative. Whoa.
I got it.
See ya.
Good scan, BD.
Die, Jedi scum.
Stay right there, please. Okay. You're saying I'm weak? How's this for weak? Oh wait, that one's dead.
You will delay your destruction.
Come on, a little closer, a little closer.
Cannot run forever. Barely a scratch.
You sure about that? Heh. Purge troopers. They never know when to mind their surroundings.
These jaw traps fake the scent of food to catch prey. Explains the Jogon fruit smell. Pretty creepy.
Now, I do want to discuss something that's in correlation with another Lord of the Rings project. The next MMO project has been canceled due to Amazon conducting multiple layoffs worldwide, and it's been ongoing. It's been definitely been ongoing for quite some time. But they say they are committed to making more and more projects for Lord of the Rings for years to come in the Middle Earth. In Middle Earth, of course. That was from the official statement. Uh-oh. That's not good. Ugh. Whoa. Uh-oh. Woo! Out of thin air. Well, not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all.
They can't breach our choke point.
Ah.
Everyone, retreat! We'll cover you!
Now, I do want to discuss what else has actually transpired this week. Have you guys ever seen a place like this before? Me neither. Now, other than the whole, like, Zelda movie getting its release date moved up from May to April, my only concern is, will it live up to the hype? Because there have been a large number of video game adaptations. Some suck, some thrive, some less than perfect. I say that in terms of, like, well, the only reason I'm not watching The Last of Us Season 2 is because it's sad for me to say it, but I sometimes cannot relive through that moment again. If you guys have if you guys have played Last of Us Part 2, you know why. Although I wished when they were making the game first, like, when it was going through its long development cycle, I wish they focused on the original plot that was actually transpired, and of course, well, kept the experience going. But I definitely know that I'm getting a little bit sick and tired of hearing The Last of Us over and over and over again, because we already seen Last of Us get remastered twice already, and it's just why we don't need that on PS5. Although yes, it's been one of Naughty Dog's most beloved IPs, but they just need to branch away from The Last of Us. I need some Jack and Daxter, a reboot of some kind. Oh, you dirty bug. You're next. You're next. Come on. Down you go. Now, let's continue to explore for a bit. And while we're doing that, I want to discuss more and more projects that have, of course, been ongoing. Such as an example, Jeremy Slater. He's been asked by Lucasfilm to work on a new Star Wars project that is in the works. Is it gonna be something movie? movie related, gaming related, TV show related. Who knows?
That's where we're supposed to meet Tarple.
He has actually worked on the writing for... He has worked on the writing for Mortal Kombat 2, so there's some confidence. I mean, I liked actually how Mortal Kombat 2 actually kind of like played out compared to the first movie. Like in terms of like the plot, but definitely there was a lot going on all at once for me to keep track. But still an enjoyable experience nonetheless. I mean, the combat around the movie, and it's especially Kung Lao and Liu Kang was really something to actually enjoy. Ah, crap. I had enough of those slug things.
Is that? It's him!
Ah! They found Tarful. Great. Oh yeah, if you guys saw the actress who if you noticed the actress who plays Mari, she actually played as, oh.
Let's look.
What is that thing? The actress who played as Mari actually played Yuna in Ghost of Tsushima. The English dub version, to be specific. And she has, of course, played a couple roles in a few Star Wars projects. More noticeably from her experience in Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, and of course Star Wars Resistance, the Disney sequel spin-off. Well, okay, yeah, this is getting a little bit annoying. Sorry, had to keep watch where I was going. Ah, there's Tarful. After all these years, he's still fighting.
This is Chieftain Tarful.
I'm on a mission from Master Eno Cordova, who was looking for his Zepho artifact. Finding it could help save the Jedi.
Cordova found wisdom at the top of the origin tree. You should seek answers there.
It's massive. I don't even know where to start.
Well, you might be able to find a way up through its root system, but most of it's underwater. You'll need this breather.
All right. New breather. Now we can dive
Thank
underwater.
What will you
Looks
all do
similar
now?
to the one
The
that
only
we
thing
see
we can.
in Star Wars Episode
Keep fighting.
1 when
Good luck.
Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon were
Hope we
making
meet
their way
again.
to the Gungan City, or in Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the
What
Sith
happened
where
between you and Saul?
We had
where
a difference of
Obi-Wan,
opinion.
after got shot
thinks
at by
the war is
Commander
lost.
Cody,
And you?
I won't
he
leave
plummeted
the Wookiees
into
to
the
suffer
bottom of the
alone.
chasm
What if Saul's right? What if
on,
Kashyyyk can't be one?
well, near
The
the
Empire's
capital,
built on
and
fear and
resulted
indifference.
in
By banding
him
together, we challenge
being able
its
to
very
be hunted
existence.
down
This
by the
war
Empire.
is far
Well,
from over.
the
It's worth
clone troopers who
everything
would
to
eventually
fight,
become the
even if we
first
don't know the outcome.
new army for the Empire. Alright. Now, let's make our way to the bottom. Oh. But there's also some more enemies to face. Well, that was easy. And there's still more exploring to do.
Want to check it out? What you
Right.
got there?
Ooh. Nice poncho. I like the design. Now, I do want to just jump back with another, of course, related project that is, of course, inspired. Let's go underwater and test this out. Do some exploring for a bit. If you guys also checked out the latest trailer for a new animated project by Lakia, the studio that gave us Coraline, The Missing Link, and countless other projects, so on and so forth, is working on a new movie called animated adaptation called Wildwood. And I'll be frank. It's been some time since I've seen a project that was from Lakia, and I'll be honest. I would relish to see it. And for those who have actually watched Missing Link, you'll know why it definitely flopped at the box office. It's mainly due to the fact that it got overshadowed by Avengers Endgame, which I don't blame it. I don't blame Avengers Endgame for anything. It saved cinema.
We took shelter here.
Superhero movies practically save cinema when all else is lost, and a lot of directors and big time producers have actually blamed streaming and superhero movies because of this. Like Ridley Scott's movie called The Last Duel. He said nope. He said he hates streaming, how it just basically just diminished his whole theatrical performance of the movie, of his movie itself, like the movie Last Duel. Well, let's use these would right, LAAT gunships. They would eventually be used for the Empire, but they would be phased out in of course, favor of the new Imperial gunships that we saw in The Escape from Baraka, on Zepho, and Kashyyyk. What are we on right now? Well, he's dead. Whoa. Haha, my turn.
Not even Tarful could keep them out forever. They won't stop until everyone's wiped out.
Yeah, but these imps are definitely just a waste of time. Oh, what? No way. Benefits of playing single-player games versus online multiplayer. You have the ability to learn and adapt to certain strategies that you can be more proficient. Now, as I was saying, with Wildwood, I hope it definitely lives up to the hype. It drops on October 23rd, and I definitely want to watch it for myself because, one, I love going to the movies. Even if I go by myself, it's still going to be amazing. Because, one, it definitely gets me out of my house every once in a while, because sometimes I do have one of those like hybrid work-from-home jobs, and there's definitely some benefits to the whole hybrid experience, because, one, you don't spend as much gas when you leave your home, and I got bills to pay, and a mortgage.
Creeps.
Spoiler, it's exhausting.
Whoa, strong words coming from you.
There are times I practically don't even want to leave my home and just play video games all day long. But sadly, I can't do that all day long. But I do like an occasional staycation every once in a while. If it's winter, then yeah. If it's wintertime, then yes. Total staycation. Like, sometimes I could even just... Whoa, we got company. Oh, crap. Why, that lousy... That rocket launcher threw off my groove. Okay, that rocket launcher threw off my groove. That's for throwing off my groove. Nope, you will. Now, I just want to jump back. Oh, for goodness sake, these guys just... They had me lost my train of thought. Tisk. Don't worry. I'll tell you guys what I was about to say. Oh yeah. Like, sometimes if it's like a night, if I end up get stuck in a blizzard again in my own home, I'll be frank. Okay, let me just be straightforward. I'll be pretty much singing the SpongeBob indoor song, because I am a little bit nostalgic, because I was a big fan of the original, the first and second seasons of SpongeBob before, of course, the new episodes take over, which I swear I still see those reels throughout social media, and I'll be frank, those spin-offs, those episodes, they scream out saying, "What the bloody hell is this?" I say that because it's kind of true, because if that's what my nephew was watching, I'm gonna say, no. I have to unrot his brain with something a little bit more majestic. Which I have to definitely buy the first and second seasons of SpongeBob just because it's for my own nostalgia and just to be, and of course, preserve the legacy of some of the stuff that we get on television. Like, I already own the full series of Samurai Jack and Avatar: The Last Airbender. Right now, I have Star Wars: The Clone Wars being shipped to my house as we speak, alongside not only seasons 1 to 6, but also season 7. No joke, you can actually, no joke, finding those is a rare find. Like, officially, Disney Plus owns the copyrights to the last season of the Clone Wars, but you can still buy it on DVD, so that's why I took the opportunity to actually buy one. I mean, it wasn't as pricey, but luckily I had a coupon. And also, I just want to jump back to a few like major updates, and this is in regards to Project Helix, the new Xbox coming out from Microsoft. Officially, Project Helix may actually branch away from physical media and focus on licensing games, which means you'll be owning the digital license for the game, not the actual game itself. So if that be the case, I can officially announce that yes, I made the right decision to say the Xbox Series X is the last Xbox console I'll be buying.
I led the Inquisition here. Mari and Tarful put their trust in me.
But I'm not saying it's like a bad thing. I'm just saying it's like, I just love physical media. If there's no disc drive, then it's not worth owning. Although I do own games digitally a lot. It's just, well, I own a lot of games digitally mainly from my PC and my PS5. But whoa. Oh. I'm sorry, I got distracted by that guy. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh.
I'm going to destroy you.
You sure about that? Oh.
I'm going to bleed you dry. Attempt that on me.
That guy was no joke. An electro hammer? Looked like an electro axe. Which, that's quite beheading and concerning. Now let's see where we're headed. Okay. Something, I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, come on. Who is that?
What's this? A Bracca scrap rat playing Jedi. I told the Grand Inquisitor you wouldn't be stupid enough to show your face here again. Especially after we wiped out that feeble resistance. Love it when I'm wrong.
Come on, stand and fight me. Where you going? Ah, come on! Why? Oh, come on, I hate cat and mouse. I say cat and mouse because right now I'm the mouse, and that Inquisitor on that Starfighter is an indefinite cat who wants to play.
Hang on!
What do you think I'm doing? Climb for your life. Whoa. Drop it. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh great, more TIE fighters, great. Crap! You got to be joking! Okay, I think I lost her. Huh. I think the coast is clear. Oh, come on! Whoa. What was that?
The night system. On second thought, she listens to their transmissions. Better find out on her own.
Alright. Alright, that Inquisitor, let's hope she doesn't come back. But I do want to discuss now that while we're exploring, I do want to like make a special note that if you guys have seen the latest trailer of the newest movie, Obsession, I did watch the trailer myself, and it leaves me a little bit psychologically disturbed. And it definitely points out to the possibility that this whole movie could have been avoided. Spoiler alert if you guys have actually not seen the trailer. Basically, a guy who is in love with this one girl has actually used a little wish to try to, well, make her fall in love with him. Ultimately, it's ending right now in a weird sort of psychological tragedy. Which I can definitely see that. Depending on how it ends, that's up to you if you go see it. Which for me, I may not even want to watch it because, I mean, I'm not a big fan of horror movies, although I did watch a couple of Scream movies, a few thrillers here and there, like Apex, and of course I did watch, well, Alien is actually considered a horror movie, so yeah, Alien Romulus, Aliens 1, and of course Prometheus, which, yeah, that one sucked. Not my favorite movie. Oh boy, more of those things. But back to the whole Obsession thing. I'll be frank. Actually, oh god. What's with these guys? That's one. That's two. Back up. And you're last. My turn. Alright. Now, back to what I was saying with horror movies, I did also watch Event Horizon, which still to this day, that movie leaves me psychologically scarred. Because Sam Neill's performance had me at goosebumps. Just the look on the guy's face with all the scars on his face. And even to this day, if you go on a Google page and actually, like, look up scenes from Event Horizon, you'll see the whole blurb pop-up ad for the movie itself around certain scenes. I can see why, and it's a yee. But back to the whole movie Obsession. The whole premise of that movie and the plot itself and the whole dilemma itself of the entire protagonist's terrible fate, depending upon if you see the movie or not, would have been totally avoided
Want to look inside?
if you had just
ask her out and stop being a total wimp. Or another option, follow my path. Go straight into gaming. It's definitely more fulfilling than dating. I say that from my perspective because,
Is gonna like this
well,
one.
I'll be honest.
Let's just
Sometimes dating can be a little bit expensive. In this day and age, that's no joke. Because when you think of it, it's like
nice.
the whole concept when it comes to like dating is already gotten too expensive. You want to go out, it's super expensive. If you want to go out for a nice hot cup of coffee with a girl, it's too expensive. I'm just too cheap because right now I'm already well, full disclosure, this is my second year being a homeowner, and I'll be frank, paying for a mortgage is no joke. It's sad but true. So sometimes I just follow that whole Instagram meme on like my channel. If you guys have seen me reposting it, it's pretty much the whole caption saying like, what are your plans for the week? What are your plans for the weekend? And basically the response is enjoying my mortgage. That is honestly straight up the best answer that I can actually hear, because I absolutely enjoy my mortgage. I mean, I play right now on my Xbox, my
For generations,
PC,
the Wookiees made
my
a
Steam
pilgrimage
Deck,
to the top.
my PlayStation 2,
Tree.
my PlayStation 3, so on and so forth. And of course, I like catching up on all my shows in terms of like Star Wars content. Not only that, but also Marvel, DC, anime, the works. Especially on the Star Wars side of things, I definitely heard that season 3 of Star Wars, of course, Star Wars Visions. If we get season 4, I am definitely overhyped. But we'll find out. But definitely season 3, I'm actually enjoying, because they brought back some of the original creators who worked on the project from several anime studios, including the studio that did Akira, and of course we're already getting a spin-off series of the Ninth Jedi after. Ooh. My dilemma could have been avoided if I could. My dilemma could have been avoided with that ram slug thing. If I had just thrown a bee at it. Now, with the movie Obsession, depending on how you enjoy it or not, it's up to you. But full disclosure, it definitely screams like, holy hell, I don't know if I'll have the guts to actually even watch a scary movie. Because that's more because just watching that trailer alone has me just gripping my chair when I watched it. Well, I did watch the trailer in theaters.
We don't know if it's friendly. That's the thing that took down the Night Sister.
I hope it's not a predator. Because I'll be frank, I refuse to be eaten. It's derivative to be eaten.
Oh.
Whoa. Please don't eat me, please. Oh, thank goodness. If that thing was a predator, I would have actually fought it.
Got something?
But, oh.
My friend, as Tarful led us here, he spoke of a glorious creature called the Shield Bird.
The Shield Bird. Alright. Whoa. What's this? Keep watch, I don't want to fall. Oh boy, I don't want to fall. Oh crap, there's no... Oh.
Get up. Try again.
Just keep failing, Master.
Do you? Good. Keep failing. Keep getting back up. That is the only way to succeed. Do not allow yourself to be weighed down by ego and pretense. Let go of what you fear to lose and rise up. Now, again.
Whoa.
Now reach my position. You can do it.
Whoa. Just gotta keep getting back up, ED. As long as we get back up, we're still in this fight. Finally back to where I was before the Purge. Before Master T'Pol died.
Ah. Master T'Pol. And while I have you here, guys, I do want to discuss another story that has actually transpired. And it's something, yes, it's correlated with Star Wars. As this month continues, yes, I'm going to be playing more Star Wars content. But as I close off this game, I'm going to be focusing on a new title, which I will announce soon. But in the meanwhile, I just want to throw out this out of the blue. The next Star Wars video game, which is called The Fate of the Old Republic, is already getting some major updates. Officially, a new holding company by the name of Greater Than Group has actually invested over $100 million to the studio Arconaut, and definitely that is a very big budget. So that screams out to the possibility of what we're going to see. Not only that, but we also got Casey Hudson, who is now the creative director for the game who has worked heavily on Mass Effect, the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic series. Already said that this game is already going to be slated before 2030, and we already got new vets from this this guy named Simon Zhu, who is who has been a veteran developer for NetEase.
Whoa! It's hurt. Think we can help it?
Alright. Okay, that's not good. And there were none. Ah! Why, you lousy? And then there were none. Now, back to what I was saying with Greater Than Group and its holding and, of course, bringing in $100 million to invest in Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic, which is officially not a direct sequel to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Although the remake is still in works, it's just we have not gotten any official updates. Although we have that Saber is putting it in a major... That Saber, the company that bought out Aspire that made Star Wars Bounty Hunter the remake, and of course Star Wars Republic Commando, is still working heavily on the project. But aside from that, back to the whole Fate of the Old Republic update. With the $100 million getting invested into Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic, we also have developers who worked on the Knights of the Old Republic to join Arconaut as well in creating the Fate of the Old Republic, making it a more cinematic experience, and of course it might reinvent the gameplay that we'll see in the coming years. It's definitely coming soon. It'll be before 2020, not before 2030, so it could be anywhere between either, I would say guess estimate. I'm not going to say 2027. It's just me being hopeful on that. But cautiously optimistic, I'll be pointing toward maybe a 2029 or a 2028 release window. Which makes sense. I just hope that we get to see some actual gameplay to see what we're going to be working with, because, don't get me wrong, I actually enjoyed some of the gameplay from all the other Star Wars products that came out in post-Disney acquisition. I mean, like Star Wars Jedi... I'm talking about Star Wars Jedi Survivors, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which, yes, I had some audio quality issues, but this game's pretty old, so it's definitely bound to get some bugs here and there. Although I would play it on my PC, but the only downside is with my ultra-wide monitor, officially with the last update for the Xbox Series X, this game has this game does not have any official ultra-wide support. So that's why I'm playing on a much smaller screen for, of course, cinematic purposes. But that's just me. But I definitely know that, obviously, that Jedi Survivor has got a ultra-wide update. But although it does have bugs, but I do use this website called Nexus Mods that helps enhance my enhances the graphics of my game itself, making it, like, you know, as pure as it can be for gameplay. Now let's see if I can just get across this gap. Let's see it real quick. Woo! See, sometimes you find loot in the strangest places.
What's that?
And also, I do want to say, the Star Wars Outlaws video game, yes, it failed badly at launch. It was definitely an eyesore in terms of, like, playing it on, like, Xbox Series X. Only because, like, one thing, why would it need 2 discs when you compare it to the PS5 version? It has only 1. But all in all, the game was enjoyable nonetheless. I just wish we did get that sequel to drop. It would have actually closed up the gap of Kay Vess's journey in a galaxy far, far away. But sadly, we'll never know. If Ubisoft maybe hands over the reins to another studio, maybe. But that's just me. But I do want to just jump back with the whole Fate of the Old Republic. As I've mentioned, with Simon Zhu, who has been a veteran developer with
everything we did
with NetEase, has actually moved over from his previous position over to Arcanauts, the studio that is now making Fate of the Old Republic. We just hope that this game can live up to the hype, and hopes that it brings out in people. Like, in terms of, like, a Star Wars fan's dream, because it's been so many years since the Disney acquisition that there were already Star Wars projects that had been canceled after Disney bought the rights of Lucasfilm. I'm referring to Star Wars Battlefront 3, which the resurgence day is this weekend, and I'm already going to be replaying Battlefront 2 on my Star Wars binge. I'm going to be playing it on my Steam Deck. And also, guys, if you follow Bombastic on YouTube, actually, no, it's not this weekend. It's next weekend that Star Wars Resurgence Day will be. Which, when that day comes, I will be playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, but not the full multiplayer, because I definitely know with all the updates, well, it has not gotten any updates in a while, so even after all this time, people still play it because people just really want to hope that EA can renew their contract with Lucasfilm and provide us with a Battlefront 3, because if you remembered from pre-Disney acquisition, developers from LucasArts have been working on several Star Wars projects. I'm talking about Star Wars, Star Wars 1313, which focused on a prequel to a young Boba Fett, how he ended up earning the legacy of a dangerous bounty hunter in the galaxy. Not only that, but we also had a Darth Maul video game, which, with hopes now that Maul Shadow Lord not only getting a... let's heal the shield bird first. Let's help it out.
Spooky. Hey, it's okay. We're not here to hurt you. We're friends, understand? Friends. It's okay.
Ooh.
It's a piece of the Night Sister's ship. We need to remove it. This is gonna hurt, okay? I'm sorry.
Here we go.
Thanks, BD.
Whew.
Here you go. Oh. It's the least we could do. It's the least we could do.
Wow. as I was saying, with pre-Disney acquisition content we were going to be getting, obviously,
Don't fall behind.
with pre-Disney acquisition, we were going to be getting a Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 7 and Season 8, focusing around Anakin, Obi-Wan after the events of Ahsoka leaving the Jedi Order voluntarily, after being exonerated of all crimes against the Jedi Order, for, of course, being framed by Barriss Offee, the apprentice of fallen apprentice of Master Luminar Unduli, which sadly we seen that her fate was met at the hands of the Grand Inquisitor. Although technically she was killed by her own troops while marshaling the troops on the beachheads of Kashyyyk. In the movie, of course. Whoa. Wow.
There's still so much the Empire hasn't touched.
Yes, this world is worth fighting for. And it's still worth fighting for. Much beautiful landscape compared to Star Wars Force Unleashed. Nothing wrong with its graphics, it's just... in Star Wars Force Unleashed, the Empire just demolished all of Kashyyyk. Most of the planet was basically purged, but this is still worth fighting for. It's like Saw said before he became a coward. Kashyyyk is not yet lost. But I can't blame him for being ruthless. He's been ruthless because of, obviously, he's been raised in war for so many... he's been forged by war for so many times, it's been crushing him. Because Saw Gerrera, if you remembered his history, he was trained by Anakin Skywalker and Captain Rex during the Clone Wars, alongside with not only that, but also Ahsoka Tano
I hear you, BD.
and Obi-Wan Kenobi. But eventually, after his sister died at the in the Siege of Onderon, Battle of Onderon, he ended up carried on.
At last,
Wow.
I found my quarry. The Astrium. Used by the Zepho sages millennia ago. I hold in my hand a piece of galactic history. Oh, I will never be able to thank Tarful enough. Do you know what this means, my friend? No need to return to Dathomir. Darkness clouded every attempt at finding the Astrium inside Kujit's tomb, but the Force has provided a new path.
Kuch's tomb.
Alright. Back to the Mantis. Also, I just want to jump back with the whole story with Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. Not only, yes, we got former developers from BioWare, Simon Zhu from NetEase joining the project of Arkanauts, Casey Hudson making sure that the game will launch before 2030, and the new holding company that has invested $100 million to the studio, and officially Casey Hudson has confirmed and stated that they will not be using generative AI for the project. I say yes, that is good, because if they do that, that's just gonna throttle the entire thing overboard. Because AI in gaming is definitely a swing and a miss. I'm talking about with Call of Duty Black Ops 7, Crimson Desert, and the list is endless. Now let's get out of here. Oh, what the? You gotta be kidding me! Oh,
Found you again!
You're done hurting this world.
I don't know what's got second sister thinking you're so important. She likes her souvenirs, but I'm not in it for the memories, and honestly, you're not worth my time. So let's make this quick.
You'll find your quarry does not come so easily, Ninth Sister. Whoa.
All you got?
I'll show you what I got. Whoa. Aw, did I break the helmet?
Not bad for trash.
Trash?
For a Jedi.
Is there a difference?
How about a Jedi Knight and a Gamer Knight? Let's finish this.
Not happening.
Whoa. Woo! Aye.
Getting frustrated.
Nope. Are you?
You're not winning this.
Ah, crap. Delayed response on that? That's not good. What? No way. That benefits of this game. I try not to get angry. Benefits of playing single-player games, like I said, it's less headache to actually do that. Because if I'm one of those like toxic online multiplayer gamers, I'll be like, I mean, I'm not saying all toxic gamers. I'm just saying that I just love single-player games because it's mainly for the story, not for like the leveling up experience of the game, but just the You missed. Ah, crap. Spoke too soon.
Scared of getting burned?
Come on. Ah, jeez. Woo! Damn.
It's over.
You've lost.
Being an Inquisitor taught me no setback is too great. When you've already lost yourself, a limb's easy. You know, I was a Jedi. It'd be fun to bring you in. Watch you crush like the rest of us! Oh, angers you. Just wait till the isolation, torture, mutilation, and your breath! I won't let you touch them! You can't stop the Empire!
I can stop you.
See you around.
I just took down an Inquisitor.
That was not easy. Believe me.
I thought you were dead.
Ah. Glad you're not dead, big guy.
Glad you're okay.
As far as I can tell, I think this might be the last
Sierra
of
and Breeze
it.
are expecting us.
I think this Shio bird is the last of its kind. You can thank the Empire for that. They have a tendency for raiding worlds, and of course, well, leaving every living thing decimated by the Empire's expansion across the galaxy. That's evident. Not only Kashyyyk, but also several other worlds that would follow. Even Mon Calamari. Anakin Skywalker, well, technically Darth Vader at the time, he actually went back. Darth Vader at the time went to Mon Calamari and just laid waste to the entire city. But, well, most of the inhabitants were able to leave and get off world, but the Honorable King Lee Char, who, of course, Anakin knew him when he fought in the second invasion of Mon Calamari. They were once allies, but eventually, I don't have time for this. I made you. I hate rocket launchers.
Get up here. Don't let him get you.
Too late. They won't get to you in time. Told you. Yeah, but back to what I was saying. Mon Calamari had, of course, been decimated by the Empire. Well, not blown up. I just want to say more specifically, overtaken by the Empire. Because once the Empire decided to take control of several worlds and put them under intense occupation, several worlds had begun to rebel against the Empire. Others, they were able to hold their own against Imperial occupation. Others met a terrible fate. Which, for example, being Lothal, Maikapo, Zarel, Mon Calamari, which King Lee Char, who was the royal king of Mon Calamari, leading both the Quarren and the Mon Cala, two races that were both divided by war. They, of course, fled their home planet, and King Lee Char had, of course, perished at the hands of Darth Vader himself. They used to be friends, actually, believe it or not. Anakin actually fought in the second siege of Mon Calamari. Oh.
Stop him! Come on, don't let him get you. Surrender!
See ya.
I can take you.
Sure about that? I'm coming over.
Yeah, you better run.
Yeah, run toward you. What? Oh, you're gonna regret that. Now that's a makeup for my fuck-up. Now, not only this world was overtaken by the Empire, but also Tatooine. But mainly it was under Hut control. But
this Wookiee died from toxic fumes.
Oh.
The Empire is poisoning the planet.
No kidding. Even Kamino actually was facing annihilation at the hands of the Empire. Which, if you watch The Bad Batch, the city of Topoka was laid waste by Admiral Rampart, and its cloning technology would eventually belong to the Empire, leading to Project Resurrection.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
The initiative for Emperor Palpatine to be cloned. Which I say is actually a not bad experience. I mean, it's not bad, like, in terms of, like, writing. Which, thankfully, with Dave Filoni at its helm, we know that more Star Wars projects are in the works. And I definitely do want to see, like, a return to the golden age of Star Wars video games. Which, apparently, with the next Star Wars Jedi sequel, which is after Star Wars Jedi Survivor, officially, it's going to be getting some major dark turns. If you play the game, of course. And I think I've explored most of the areas I missed a spot. let's just head over. Let's head back over to the ship. Gotta meet with Seer. And Greaves. And while we have this time, guys, I do want to discuss more about the whole Star Wars Battlefront resurgence. I will be joining on that binge again. Like I said, I'll be playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 on my Steam Deck. I'll be playing it on my Xbox. I'll be playing it on my PlayStation 5. But not only for the story, but I will also play the co-op modes. But I do want to also just point out I needed more Starfighter Assault maps. Because when Star Wars Battlefront 2 had made multiple updates at its time, like bringing in more skins for clone troopers, battle droids, rebels, resistance fighters, and the First Order stormtroopers, they did well with bringing those into the works, but my only concern was they didn't focus heavily on... Oh, where's he going? My only concern was they didn't focus heavily on the other modes that they wanted to expand on, like Star Wars, like Starfighter Assaults, then there's Galactic... Well, although they were able to maintain the content for Galactic Conquest, the multiplayer maps, they didn't really do well in terms of like Starfighter maps. Like, no other playable Starfighters, not including like B-Wings, E-Wings, or even the Z-95s from the Clone Wars, or even the B-19s.
Cordova believed the key to the vault is on Dathomir.
You find your Wookiee?
Yep. Things are bad down there. Empires everywhere.
Inquisitors?
Trilla, the second sister, is gone for now, but she's still chasing us. I defeated the ninth sister.
And there is some tension between those two.
Cal, when I was captured by the Empire, I resisted. I swore to myself that I would die before I would talk.
Wow.
But then this dark shadow came. And he was worse than any nightmare I could have imagined. And I still fought. But in the end, I came apart. And I gave them Trilla. And I know there's nothing I can do to make that right. But Cal, there's still a chance we can save the others on the holocron.
Okay, look. The ninth sister said something about becoming an Inquisitor like it's inevitable. But you went through the same thing she did, and you didn't join them.
Cal.
It's okay, Seer. We'll find Cordova's holocron.
Hey! Get your lasers off my lunch!
Alright. I'm afraid this is where we're going to have to stop for tonight's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my content, my commentary, and I hope you guys can like and subscribe to this channel. It'll help a lot. And as always, all gamers are welcome here at the Archives. Thank you and have a good night.